Hello everyone, we have started a new video series on the topic morphology of the flowering plant. In my last video, I discussed about the different organs of the typical angiospermic plant or the flowering plant. And in this lecture, I am going to start with first and important part of the plant, that is root. Okay, so in this section, I am going to focus on different regions of the typical angiospermic root and their functions. In my upcoming video, I am also going to talk about the different types of these roots and their modifications. So if we consider a typical angiospermic root, we can say that this is the axis of the plant body which grow towards the soil. That means it is the descending part of the plant body which grow in the soil. So we can say that root is positively geotropic. Okay, positively geotropic part of the plant that grow inside the soil in downward fashion. Then as root grow towards the water which is present in the soil, so we can also say that root is positively hydrotropic. Root always grow away from the sunlight, so it is negatively phototropic. Okay, if we consider stem, everything become opposite. Okay, in case of stem grow away from the soil, so it is negatively geotropic. It grow away from the water, so it is negatively hydrotropic, and it grow towards the sunlight, so it is positively phototropic. But in this case, we are considering root, so root is positively geotropic, positively hydrotropic, and negatively phototropic. Now, the general root in angiospermic plant is produced from the radicle at the time of seed germination. The another important thing is that root develop from radicle at the time of seed germination. So what is radicle? If we draw a structure of seed, okay, suppose this is first cotyledon dicot seed and this is second cotyledon. As in case of dicot, the seed having two cotyledons, and if we break open the seed, it will going to look like this. And the middle portion of the seed, that means two cotyledons are connected with thin band. Okay. Now, if we see the structure of angiospermic seed carefully, we observe two parts. First part which growing downward initially at the time of seed germination, this is radicle. While the other part which growing upward, it is called as plumule. So root system is developed from radicle, while shoot system is developed from plumule. We are going to talk in detail about the structure of seed, okay, in upcoming videos of this series. Now you can see the portion of the radicle, okay, just above the axis is called hypocotyle. And the portion of this band just below the plumule is called epicotyle. Epi means above and cotyles means cotyledon. So this portion of the plumule is generally present above the cotyledon. So we call it as epicotyle. And this portion of the radicle is generally present below the two cotyledons. So we call hypo, that is below the cotyledon, or hypocotyle. Okay. Then next important thing about the angiospermic root is that they are generally non-green. They do not show presence of chlorophyll pigment. They are unable to perform photosynthesis. Okay, so they are non-photosynthetic, non-green part of the plant body. Then they produce similar organs only. As we know that stem is able to produce dissimilar organ like leaves, flowers, fruits. Okay, but in case of root system only produce root. From the root, you can say that root only produce primary, secondary, and tertiary roots. Okay, it will not going to produce dissimilar organs. Okay, so these are the different things about the root. Now, in this video, I'm going to mainly focus on different regions of typical angiospermic root. Okay, there are 5 important regions which is present in the roots of the angiospermic plant. If we consider the morphological features of the root, the tip of the root showing these 5 part. Okay, so the first part of the root which is present at the tip and which cover the tip is called root cap region. Okay, so this is the first part. We can call it as a region of root cap. This is the first part. The root cap is present at the tip of the angiospermic plant, and this is the part which is made up of compactly placed meristematic cells. Okay, so this is the region which protecting the tip of the root. Okay, and these root cap cells also produce mucilage or oil like substance that help for the smooth passage of the root through the soil. Okay, we know that when the root grow, it will going downward in the soil, it will going to face friction with the soil particles. Okay, so this root cap produce mucilage, and due to that mucilage, the passage of the root become easy in the soil. And the second important function of the root cap is to protect the delicate tip of the root. Okay, because this is the region of the root where new cell will going to produce. So someone have to protect this part, and root cap play important role of protecting the tip of the angiospermic root. So this is the first part of the root. Important point that we have to consider is that maximum angiospermic plant show single root cap, but in some cases multiple root caps are also observed, like in stilth root. Okay, in some plant, and hydrophytes or the plant which grow in the water like Eichhornia do not show root caps. We know that hydrophytes generally grow in the water, and they generally do not face friction in the soil when root grow downward, so they do not need this root cap. So hydrophytic plant do not show root cap. Instead of root cap, hydrophytes have special structures called root pockets. Remember this thing, the root cap region is absent in hydrophytes. They only have root pockets. Sorry. Okay, so this is the first region of the typical angiospermic root. The second region which is present in the root is this, the region which having multiple meristematic cells that divide rapidly. So this region is called region of cell division. Usually small 1 millimeter long region, okay, which is present inside the root cap, and it contains rapidly dividing meristematic cells. Okay, so this is the region which is responsible for actual growth of the root in the soil. Okay, this is the region which divide and produce new cells, which add new cells in the root. Okay, so this region play important role in the growth of the overall root in the soil. The third region of the root is this part, and it is called as region of elongation. Why we call it as a region of elongation? Because the region is responsible for increasing length of the root. Okay, how it will going to happen? Because in this region, the cells increase in the length, cell become elongated, and that is why overall length of the root increased. And how exactly it will going to happen? We know that plant cells have special structure inside it which is absent in the animal cell, that is vacuole. Okay, and initially when new cells are produced in the region of cell division, after root growth, the cells transfer into the region of elongation. The cell newly entered cell in the region of elongation show small vacuole and a nucleus, for example. Now we know that the membrane of the vacuole is called as tonoplast. So after entry into the region of elongation, the vacuole start increase in length. Okay, so the length of the vacuole continuously increased, and due to increasing length of the vacuole, ultimately cell will also increase in length. Okay, and due to the result of the or the due to the increase the length of vacuole, the nucleus of the cell shift at the corner. So this is the characteristic feature of the plant cell, and due to increase in the cell length in this region, root length also increase. So the third region is called as region of cell elongation. So the main function of this region is to increase the length of root. After cell elongation region, the fourth region come, and this is the region of root hairs. The root hair region have single cell, tubular, elongated, thin wall structures which are root hairs. These structures generally help in absorbing water from the soil. They always remain in close contact with the soil particle, and generally a root have huge number of root hairs which is single cell, due to which the surface area of absorption increase. Plant can absorb more water due to the large number of root hair present in this region. In many exams they ask the question, which is the region of the angiospermic root responsible for absorption of water? The answer is region of root hair. Okay, and I just want to tell one more thing. Region of elongation is playing two important role in the root. That is, it will going to increase the overall length of the root, as well as this region is responsible for absorption of mineral and salts. So mineral and salt is absorbed by third region, while water is absorbed by fourth region. So this hair-like structures which is present in this region is responsible for absorption of water. Okay, and last region of the flowering plant root is region number 5, which is region of maturation. Why we call it as a region of maturation? Because in this cell, in this root region, you can find mature cell. Cell become specified for a particular function. They will going to get mature. Okay, the division stop, and in this region you can see typical anatomic feature of the root. Okay, so if we take TS or transverse section of this region of the maturation, you can easily see epidermis, then cortex, and you can also see the central portion which contains xylem and phloem. So this is the part which contain mature cell, and this part is responsible for transferring water which is absorbed by root hair and mineral and salt which is absorbed by elongation region to the base of the plant. Okay, so this part play important role of conduction of the absorbed material up to the surface. Okay, and as well as this is the part which is longest part of the root, and it is responsible for anchoring or giving support to the plant body in the soil. So plant get its main support from the region of maturation. So these are the 5 important regions which is generally present in the root of angiospermic plant or flowering plant. As I discussed, I just want to focus on main functions of every 5 regions. So first region, that is a region of root cap which is present at the tip of the root, and the main region or main function of the root cap is protection of root tip, as well as smooth passage of root in soil is ensured by root cap by producing mucilage. The main function of second region, that is region of cell division, is root growth. The region will going to add new meristematic cell in the root. The third region is elongation region, and the function of elongation region is increase of length of the root and absorption of mineral and salt. Next region is root hair region, and the one and only important function of root hair region is water absorption. The last part of the root is region of maturation, which played 2 important roles. Number 1 is anchorage of the plant body in the soil, that is support. And second, conduction of absorbed water and mineral up to the base or up to the stem. Okay, so this is the important functions of different parts of angiospermic root. Root generally positively geotropic, positively hydrotropic, negatively phototropic, and it developed from radicle at the time of seed germination. In my next video, I'm going to focus on different types of root which is present in the angiospermic plant, and the plant showed 2 important root: true root or tap root and adventitious root. Thank you.